said, but, you know, that's cool. There's an odd feedback from this mic. Do you guys notice that? I feel like I can hear myself talking in the back. I don't want to tell myself to shut up. Mind you, that happens in my head too sometimes. Shut up. All right, so we have any questions? I can't see shit. The lights are really bright. They're absolutely necessary. Oh yeah, there's a little lineup. That's too. Okay, cool.
Hi, Ty. Very, very good to meet you. First, I wanted.
Oh, that's better for me. You like that? I'm going to take a breather now. I felt like I was a deer walking in the headlights of a car. This is so much. I can see you people now. This is great. So, when I was a convert myself, I used to do things like I would have said, I'm not doing this now, so nobody panic. But I would have said, hey, how many people am I? Come up front. But then I realized people pay shit for the design and stuff, so I'm not doing that. But I miss you people back there. Hey! All right, let's get to this question.
Yes. Before I get to my question, I just wanted to thank you very much for coming at the last minute. We really appreciate you doing this for us. And my question is, of course, Sam and Dean and all hunters were mortal enemies between them and the monsters. More often than not, they would kill each other. But there was a really nice relationship, a friendship between Benny and Dean. And I was wondering if you could maybe give some more insight or talk about that. Of course, maybe they were war buddies. Why do you think they formed a special bond? And do you think that eventually they would have reconnected if Benny hadn't died?
Yeah, so that's a complicated question. I do think that obviously part of it was that Benny was a monster with a soul and who was doing his best to be the best he could be despite this affliction that he had. And I always associated with imagining somebody who's severely addicted to a drug where you don't want to do it, but you need it. And of course, yeah, the trenches and kind of being war buddies together in purgatory brought them together in a way that a lot of people don't understand these days. Unless you're speaking to somebody who's been to war, particularly that kind of war. It's like one on two people against the rest of the entire purgatory. So I think it was such a profound situation to be in that they had the most profound relationship. Does that answer your question?
Do you think eventually they would have become friends again and reconnected?
I do think so. And in fact, my vision of where it could have gone was he might have joined the hunting team. Because here's the thing, I think what happened is he didn't have any purpose in life, right? He didn't fit anywhere. Well, if you think about it, and I'm throwing this out, I might be wrong, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but I feel like Dean and Sam didn't fit in their own way, because their life was in the supernatural world. They lived in a world that most humans didn't. They lived the hunt, they were hunters, which in itself is kind of like an outside looking in, or an outside looking even more outside, They lived in a world where people were supernatural. And so I think if I were going to write the end of that story, it would have been that he joins them, and maybe he becomes a vampire killer. That'd be specialty. And maybe he looks for a cure. But, Hey.
Hello, happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm 50, by the way. Yeah, nice.
Not really a question, more of a gratitude situation. When my kids were little, you know where this is going.
Oh, I know what's going.
When my kids were little, and
you should tell them that Benny will come out from under the bed, they don't go to sleep. You threatened them with Benny in the bed, right?
Further.
You guys know where it's going?
When the kids, when didn't have money all the time and the cable would get shut off, we lived on PBS Kids.
Yeah.
So, my kids love it. Dragon Tales. And I'm very excited that my youngest, who wanted to play with the word so bad, because he's like 3,
Yeah.
4 when it was on. He wanted to play with him so bad. We had the little figures and everything.
Yeah.
He has 2 babies now. I'm grandma, and I cannot wait.
I love that.
Okay.
Hey, let's be honest, I want to play with Org too. I think Org with a couple of friends, and that would be a really good time.
Listen, there was a lot of shit I couldn't watch that they watched. But I can sit through Dragon Tale, so thank you for that. It's really
You
big
know,
in their childhood.
Org and Benny are the 2 characters that I'm most asked about.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say love.
They are actually 2 of the characters that I like most too. They have a special place in my heart, obviously for different reasons. But essentially the same is that they've affected a lot of people, and they touch a lot of
Well, they
people.
both have big hearts.
Yeah, well, thank you. I think I try to make all my characters have big hearts, even the ones that are not good people. Do you know if I can? Because I don't think it's that interesting. No, I think it's more interesting to play a character, even a bad person, a bad character, that where you understand what's happened to them. You know, it's like most of people have massive, like psychopathic illness. Most people do bad things because bad things happen to them. Hurt people. And so I try to make my characters reflect that, true to that. You know, that I try to see where they. So I feel like I don't play bad guys. I play characters that do bad things, make bad choices, but have probably had a lot of bad things and choices happen to them. You know. So that's how you keep it real.
Thank you.
But anyways, thank you. They're special to me too. I haven't heard that in forever.
Hello, so just like for Dragon Tale, was very cool. That was one of my favorite shows as a kid. But my question is, what was the last movie you saw in theaters, and what would you rate it out of 10?
Last movie I saw in theaters. It's recent. Hold on. Wait for it. Oh, Deadpool. I mean, it was way up there. I'd want to watch it again, but I mean, it's got to be a solid 9, right? It was really good. I wasn't in it, which is probably going to keep it out of the top 10, but I didn't get a paycheck from it. But I have worked with Ryan a couple times. Yeah, I thought they did a good job with it. Wolverine's always been my favorite character. I thought Hugh Jackman, as Wolverine, would be hard to replace. As a comic fan back in the day, Deadpool would not have been my favorite, just because I didn't like the fourth wall stuff. They didn't come off so brilliantly. And I'm more person I can enjoy it. It's not my favorite genre of movie, like the fourth wall. But I think they killed it. Yeah, they did a great job. The one that I'll tell you was a little more controversial for me was Civil War. Because I had a hard time, I was like, I don't like anybody in this movie. So I had a hard time voting, like, for me, I like to have a hero. I like that trope of, like, the guy wins, and I to know whose side for, and I just felt like both sides were kind of disgusting. Like, they were both, like the way she steps over when the woman dies, the other journalist steps over her to get the picture and stuff, I was like, oh, I know it's the world coming to. I was so impressed the hell out of it. But, yeah. And then I saw one before that, because I don't see a ton of movies in the theater, but I did see the Avatar movie in the theater. And in Canada, it's legal you can go to a certain store, and you get these little capsules that have psilocybin in them, and you can take those and go to Avatar. Avatar is much better with that. Legal in Canada, okay, so don't judge me. Let's go to this side, this is fun. Hi. Do you guys remember back then, who here has ever been, most of you never seen me at a convention? Who's seen me at a convention before? Oh, not that many. Oh, God, time does heal. Time does heal. I'm just remembering because I forgot that you guys like to have a camera here. And I used to like to pretend to try to run away from the camera. Remember that? Gotten better. Born. 10 years. Gosh. Right? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Was there a scene or moment playing Benny that you're proudest of looking back?
Well, I won't get too soppy with this, but I think I'm most proud of how it affected you guys. Just generally. I'm most proud of how it's affected people. Being part of this crazy, insane, weird family. But I think like moments that, and I really function in moments. I've done a lot of supernatural, not one, but I've done a lot of terrible TV. And so sometimes you do a show and you're like, this is horrible. And you're like, thank God the check cleared. But it's like, yeah, sometimes you do it for love, sometimes you do it for money, and on good days you can get both. So I always have to try to look for moments in my work. Because sometimes you're like, this seems terribly written, and the show is terribly written. Front to back, good. But what I can do is I can try to make every moment that I can really good, very real. There's two that come to mind. So for Supernatural, the scene where I put my head on the table at the cafe, and I whisper, "I'm sorry" to my granddaughter. I think, if I don't remember how much of it was mine, I think it was the whole idea was mine. I remember whispering, "I'm sorry," it was my idea, and it kind of really, I felt really like, you didn't know whether you were saying, "I'm sorry for being who I am," or I'm sorry for what you're about to see, or "I'm sorry that I'm giving up and I'm going to be killed in front of you." Where do y'all go? Did I say something wrong? That's fair. So I think I'm very proud of that moment. And we'll go see church. Come on. Major anyway. Fill in their seats, the bastards. Bye. Waving goodbye doesn't make it nicer. Bye. See you later. Suckers, go to see Jared. I still love you too. It's okay. I'm used to it. He's handsome. Okay. And kids know I just my own butt. Yeah. I'm a Canadian actor. Canadian. We have a whole different pay system up here, folks. Did I answer your question even remotely?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. I don't remember what it was, but good.
Oh, thank you for my childhood of Dragon Tales.
You're very welcome. Do you know what's funny about Dragon Tales too? Like, because it was on, I think we did 94 episodes, and I get kids at like our agency party come up all the time, and agency parties are something like that. Sure, growing all that. Some people would bring their kids, and you'd be like, during a whiskey, smoking a cigarette, like a cousin, "Excuse me, do you play horror?" Cool. Yeah, kid, yeah. How were you? Awkward. Get stared down by a 4-year-old. "Hey, miss, do you play horror?" "Okay, that time." Or what happens later is like, maybe yeah, at a party or something, it's like some super attractive lady chatting. "Play horror?" "I thought I was handsome." And then, because the other thing is the time difference. It's like, oh yeah, right. It's 20 years ago. So they'd be 30, and you're like, oh, right. I'm old now. What? Yeah, see? Yeah, rub it in. Why did you tell me what year you were born? 95. Yeah. Everybody now, hey! 74. All right, let's move on. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Actually, speaking of age, I'm saying something today. Hold on, I'm saying to Margaret, I was like, you know, it's interesting because we were talking about people in the past, and even some beloved guests, fans, and I said, you know, right at my age, or when you have to see people in a long time, like, really, there's a party where he goes, fuck, you got old. And then you're like, you're thinking the same thing right now, aren't you? Except for that motherfucker, Matt Cohen. Have you seen him? I was like coming out of my hotel room, shades on this morning, and I'm gonna go down, smoke a cigarette, and he comes out, there he is, just at the gym, looking like Adonis. And I didn't see him, I didn't even notice who it was. I was like, motherfucker, he's jacked. I'm like, I should go to the gym today, after a cigarette. And there's a time, and I was like, in my head, the first thing I thought was, oh, you look better. But it doesn't mean, I mean, like, with a little bit of gray, I had some sort of face, it was gray. No thinning, no fattiness. I hate it too. All right, I know. He's a sweetheart. Then I went to punch me. Does he look good though? That's fantastic.
Hi.
Hi.
My question was,
You forgot, didn't you?
I think I've heard.
I did the same thing. Go ahead, we'll give you time.
I was wondering, like, if you could be any supernatural creature, like in your life, like right now, which one would you be?
If I could be any supernatural character in my life,
Not like creature, like one, like for real, like a real.
yeah, they all have a pretty rough life. Like, think like that. Just think about this. He's dead, right? Is he now? I'm dead for the third time. First of all, let's be honest. The boys' characters would all, even if they were dead, they would all be like drooling idiots by now. They've been hit on the head and knocked unconscious, killed, beat up, and they're not like, Sammy. And I'll be punch drunk. So I would pick them. Does anybody live?
No one ever dies.
Well, I know. Yes, I would just. That's captured. I guess I picked it. Are you asking the question? Is that what you asked? I told you she's asking about the creature. I actually wasn't listening. What? Who's DJ? Creepy. I don't know all of it. I'd probably pick Benny. Why not? I'd probably pick Benny. I would feel closer. I really feel closer, but I feel like, I don't think he died, by the way. I call bullshit. I don't think he was 50 years in purgatory. That's what I'm saying. I believe it. It's allegedly. Leviathan said it. It didn't happen. Prince of Purgatory. It's fun. Yeah. That was a tough one. That was a real tricky one.
Hi, how are you today?
Play anything. There's nothing I can do with any of this, but man, wouldn't it be amazing? Anyways.
Hi, how are you today?
Hey, wait a minute. Somebody was playing the piano earlier today. Are they here? Was it you? Can you do that again? Later? Yeah, it's probably worth it though. I mean, for real. I played the piano again. Yeah, when I'm at my signing, I just love it. I love it. Yeah. Listen, if I play piano, I'm that guy, like, there's no hotel I'll leave my Go ahead.
My question is, I think the first episode that you were in Supernatural was Hunted, where you played a different character.
Yeah.
Why didn't they continue that character? Why did they ever tell you why you became Benny instead of this other character?
Well, first of all, when I got the audition for Benny, I was like, do they know that I was in that second season? And my agent was like, yeah, they don't care. And I'm like, well, let's not bring it up. Because I was like, of course I went to audition. This is a much better character. I honestly crossed my fingers that they would care. I think by that point, Vancouver's acting pool is pretty small, to be honest. So I think by that point they were kind of forced to use the same character.
There were a few characters that came back different times. Weren't there? I think there was a girl that played.
I've done, I think, the last time I counted, I think I've done 7 different shows. I've played 2 characters, including, I think, 2 characters in the last trilogy of Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I've done a bunch of times. So I didn't ask any questions. And the question is what I thought it'd be cool if maybe Eli was the fake, that was Benny with a fake name and a fake accent, and then you
Oh, yeah, that would be.
but the problem is, the boys would recognize it. And the other problem is, I think it was 6, 7 years between those episodes, and I aged a little bit. So,
Thank you.
this beard, almost no way under here, trust me. I wonder what that's about. I'd love to know. No. But look at all the buttons and puddles of it. Do it! I did it already, nothing happened! No, it's really cool, look at this one. I probably just touch one, right? Hey, sound guy, if I hit just one, it'll be okay, right? I'm gonna get the boys like fucking furious. I can't touch this shit. Don't make me do that. No! God, you're troublemaker. Do it, Ty! Do it! Yeah.
Okay, so my 16-year-old son recently started watching Supernatural as a joke. He wanted to watch it so that he could find something to make fun of his mom for because his mom loves it so much.
Hilarious. I love his determination and focus.
Well, see, the problem is...
That's commitment. Like, think about it. For a teenager to go, I'm gonna watch this show so I can make fun of you.
Yeah, he was just like that. We have quite a good relationship.
He got sucked in though, didn't he?
He did. He won't admit it. This is the thing. He's like, Mom, I'm on season 8 and I can't stop watching because I haven't found anything to make fun of you for yet. So, he has come to your character, Benny, and he absolutely loves your character. He thinks you're super awesome. So I need you to know that you have helped me that fire that I...
Is that helping you win?
Yes, exactly. He's like, I know he's gonna die, Mom, but I really like him.
I like you, son.
So my question, though, for you, and I'm asking you everyone, because I think it's really interesting. And it's
Are you recording right now?
maybe a little bit just for him. Okay. So,
Hey, buddy. Can't find anything to teach your mom about. Hey, buddy. Show's pretty good, ain't it, kid? When I die, I hope you cry. Buddy. Sorry, your question is?
reason you only big time because you were on the show twice. I'm just curious what the audition process was for you. Why did you choose to audition again the second time? Was there something more interesting about Benny? Was it just a job? Like,
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I did a good job. I mean, it wasn't a great character, great audition. When I say no, but also reality. You know, like it's either like to work and a great gig. So I'd love to. Times have changed. You know, there was a time 20 years ago my status experience level where I probably wouldn't be auditioning very much anymore. I'd get a lot more off. Things are just, the value of actors has decreased dramatically over the last 20 years. So I still audition for 99% of what I do. That's 200 credits later, so yeah. And if you believe me, it's infuriating. Like you go, like there's 10 of those on my resume. I'm sure I can do your role. Perhaps you should turn your television on. I'm probably on it. I once was true. Somebody asked me a girl years ago. So this guy you're dating, like, so when I know, she goes, oh, he's right there. She was in a bar and I was on the television. I've done a lot of stuff, yeah, so that can be frustrating with this. But auditioning for a role like Benny, great. The audition piece was fantastic. It never made it into any of these scripts, but it was. I thought the hearing couple that haircut, pretend they were fighting for me. They can't hear me, which is awesome. I got them to pretend, let me see what a fight looks like. And it's awesome. And I love that they have no idea they're talking with me right now. I'm going to have to tell them, hey guys, I'm talking about you. Yeah. I told them that I got you to pretend to fight for me earlier, and it was so great. And then, so we had this thing like, can you just show me what it looks like to fight inside? But even the smacks were gentle. And then, okay, that's great, you're loud. Then we walk away, and she walks away, she goes. And so I have her, no, tell me what happened there. Tell me there, what happened there. Oh, she said I didn't tell him exactly what you wanted me to tell him. It's great. And I said, tell me later. And then I'm going to try to get them to get to a real fight. I know that I can talk behind your back. It's awesome. Did I answer? Yeah. All right, so back to the stage left.
Hi.
Hey.
This is the coolest thing ever, so thank you for being here. I've been coming to these for 10 years, and this is like a bucket list game. My question is, a lot of
Pretty good panel,
it's been really good.
I like watching like a bad not enough.
I like it.
You. Anyways, we're in. Yes.
So a lot of the times when people ask Jensen, like, what's an arc he wished would have played out longer, he always says Benny and Dean. And so I just was wondering if you could give like a little bit of background about what it was like to film the Purgatory arc with him.
Oh, well, Purgatory. I mean, I think both of us wish that the storyline would come further and we had more opportunity. And over the years, I've shot me out. I've been doing conventions in other parts of the world, and stuff. So, a while since I'd seen it. But I hear the shadows of what's wrong. I'm very grateful for them. So let me say that first. Because it was a genuine connection. I think we worked really well together. And I love working with him, and I'm glad I felt the same way. And I think we both wanted to see what else was out there. Purgatory stuff was fun. I remember genuinely feeling a little bit of like, what's this Misha character? Or a Castile. What's this Castile character? Fuck up my friend. Yeah, like for real. I remember feeling a little bit like that because we had a whole bunch of stuff, and then this guy comes in and I find out that they're supposed to be best friends. We can't fuck now. So, which is good. It's waiting for a genuine like, yeah, been here with me for the last while. I don't know where you've been. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's all I got. You want me to hit that one button right there? No. No, I will not touch the pedal. Wait, sorry. We gotta go to the side. kids want to touch the drums? You're not going to do a DNA swab right now.
Touch my drum set.
You want to keep my cup? Well, that's nice. It's empty. If I come back and you are somehow pregnant with my child, we're going to have some words. Okay? That's science today, man. You never know. You're making like a new woolly mammoths and stuff. Okay, good people. Phew.
Hi, I just wanted to know if you noticed any differences on the set or just being there between your appearance in season 2 versus season 8?
Well, you know, it's interesting for me because there was some crew. Because I'm working with Vancouver boys, so a lot of the crews I've worked with before, even by season 2, and then certainly, so I worked with season 2, and I knew something, and stuff, and then by season 8, I had realized when you show up and say, "Oh, there, where you been for the last 6 years?" Why? I suddenly realized I hadn't seen them. It was cool to come onto a set that I knew everybody, or knew a lot of people and had seen. And even over those, that's kind of years, some people come in and out. And I'd worked with them on other projects, so it was cool to like see where like your friends had gone. You know what I mean? Like, because film tells you you're on a project for 2 weeks, then you might see somebody a couple years later on another project. So it's weird to suddenly see that. They were all much more similar to who they were. By season 8, it was well a machine. You know, they mentioned what they were doing. They had, I think, some much more solid idea of themselves, script, and the story. Yeah, and also they had refined their crew to a well-oiled machine. Like, got rid of anybody right by. And it spoke volumes to how good the working partner was because the crew stuck around. So by the end, they had the same crew for ages and ages and ages. So yeah, definitely those things. Also, when you appear to show 8 years, you have the kind of leverage that those two, as the start of the show, have. They get to oil it out, right? They get to, I don't know, this is the end that you can have, but it's such a privilege to work with people that have made the show live that it's comfortable to work with. So it's going to be
So, first of all, I've been watching this show since I was 7, and this is my first con. I'm 14 now, so it's been like half my life watching this show with my dad.
Carry on, child.
It's okay. But me and my dad, since we're from Indiana, we've just been really curious why so many of them were like, so many of the scenes were supposed to be in Indiana, like all the hauntings. If you know.
I don't know that.
Eric Kripke.
Eric Kripke. Kripke stuff. I don't know. That's not a Tylerson question. Because Tylerson does have no idea of that. Tylerson can tell you what Jensen smells like. But I cannot tell you why the show took place in Indiana. Because it's a dope state. And maybe is there a lot of supernatural lore in the state of Indiana? Yeah, and also Eric Kripke.
Yeah, he's from Ohio. He's from the Midwest, so he writes things.
Yeah, he's from the Midwest. Well, that makes sense because all the boys are Midwestern country. So yeah, that's fine. Turns out it wasn't a bad time.
What's he smell like? Yeah, what's Jensen smell like?
Did you guys see my tweet a few years ago when I was in Lawrence? Lawrence, is that what it's called? Yeah, Lawrence. Did you see it? No? Nobody follows it? It's like, you know, it's so funny because this show is miraculous. You know that? There's probably 20 people that come up to me today and say, oh, I just started watching the show. It's my first convention. The legs on this is just incredible. Like, how many people here are first time conventioners? That's a lot. That's amazing. Like, welcome to the madness. That's amazing. And cameo from somebody for their grandma. I should check in. And Grandma's just on the show. She's watched it 15 times this year. I feel like they've changed the chair. Like, stay there, Grandma. But you never know. Grandma, just stay there and watch your show. Watch your show. You like the baby. Okay. But I'm like, she's watched it 15 times. You gotta be retired. But she just found the show, so it's interesting that people are still finding the show for the first time. And what a great thing, what a legacy. You can clap on that.
I was wondering how the set differed from The 100 to Supernatural.
I like the 100. So what I'm about to say is not in any way knocked down about them. But 100 was very young. Lots of young kids on it. And the people, I mean, Jared and Jensen are young guys, but it's just, when you have that many people in the show, it's hard. It doesn't have that same cohesiveness. They were cohesive. I was the visitor, I was the guest. As a guest on Supernatural, I felt part of the team. Whereas 100, my character was written to be a friend to Lincoln, and then Lincoln left the show. And I think they were like, well, what the fuck do we do with this guy? It felt like that. The 100 cast is lovely. I just think that just by numbers and by kind of setup, it's a different vibe to have these two kind of strong men running the show who are open and giving, and 20 main characters. It's a much different vibe. But I'm going to be a cool show. Cool show, and everybody's lovely, and the cast is lovely, and so friendly. We don't have any of that side. Well, I've almost succeeded.
Hi.
Good question.
Hi.
Hi.
A little nervous, but
Does this help?
I first watched you on Dark Angel. Well, apparently.
I'm not just one second. Sorry, okay, Dr. Angel?
Okay, so I just wondered, like, if it was exciting to go back and see, Jensen again, because you worked on like that, or if you even like, I don't know.
Shit. I just touched the one right there. I only touched it once. Just once.
Well, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I've been away a long time.
You got a piece of shit.
I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to behave. I will answer the question privately. I think we're getting good enough. Am I being good enough?
Well, you can answer the question. Answer the
Okay,
question.
I'll answer the question.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, look, that's the message. Okay, go.
Just about Dark Angel, like when you came to Supernatural,
Yeah.
you were excited to work with Jensen again.
No, I forgot. I completely forgot that I worked with before. Yeah, 100%. I have a terrible memory. I will remember what I just said. Now I forgot. Where am I? I don't know. No, I didn't remember until later. I think years later.
Did he remember you?
I don't think so. Or if he did, he reminded me. I guarantee you that, which I still don't remember. It's not easy being me.
Okay, thank you.
I'm out. Right?
You're out, but he's out. Yeah.
Guys, I love y'all.